Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. I was patient, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about this missile launch, this ballistic missile launch threat text message that Hawaii has received to seek immediate shelter, and that is not a drill. Like, okay, so let's just talk about this real quick. The FCC is launching a full investigation regarding this emergency alert text message that was sent out to all residents of Hawaii stating that there is a missile threat inbound. I just want to touch on it real quick because I've never seen anything like this before. Like, this is completely insane. Like, that a emergency alert, as if it was like a Amber Alert. All of us get them. If you have a smartphone, every now and then, you know, you might come across an emergency alert that says something about maybe like a flash flood warning, or like an Amber Alert of a missing child in danger, or, you know, something of that nature to warn us and to keep us safe and help us prepare for whatever's to come. Now, just imagine if you live in Hawaii and you get this emergency alert text message on your phone. Obviously, you're going to panic. You're going to panic. You're going to do what it says and seek immediate shelter and, you know, contact your friends and family and all of that. You're going to panic. You're going to fear for your life that there's a missile that is coming towards where you are. And it wouldn't seem like, if it was like, it just doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem like real that they actually sent this out. Now, come to find out, this was not real. This is not a real drill. There is no real threat to Hawaii. I just wanted to come on here and I want to talk about it a little bit and give my thoughts on it. It's crazy how it was set up. How, like, it was set up as an emergency alert text message. Usually if there is emergency alerts this strong as a missile threat, you would think that they would have it on, like, broadcasted on, like, the television, and not as a text message on the phone. And then for them to say that this is not a drill, obviously they're trying to, like, I don't know who is behind it, but they're launching that investigation. It just happened, so you don't know who's behind it yet until they are finished with the investigation. But just know that there is no threat to Hawaii. Everybody is safe. But my thoughts on it is this: even though there is not a missile threat right now, you know, the emergency alert was false. I feel like Hawaii residents are gonna be like, okay, you know, they panicked and everything, and then it turns out to be false. I can't really speak for them because I don't live in Hawaii, but if this was me and I got an alert message on my phone talking about my city and state, and it turned out to be false, I'm not going to be able to, like, just brush it off. Like, oh, okay, yeah, it's false, and, you know, you can take a sigh of relief. No, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to be on edge all the time, because it's kind of like, I'm gonna play a clip for you guys in a minute, but that's gonna, like, speak more on what I'm about to say. But it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. You say it too many times and it turns out to be false, and then when you least expect it, boom, there it is. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like Hawaii's gonna just, like, take that sigh of relief that, oh, okay, is you know, a false alarm and all of that. If something can be sent like this once, it can be done again, you know what I mean? So they do need to get this, you know, they need to figure out who was capable of sending something like this. They said that it was not a hack that happened. How they know that already, I don't know, but cuz it is just, it's like it's new. It just happened. So I don't know how they found out that it's not a hack, right? You know, so soon, but the way it's looking, Hawaii, the US, we're not, I mean, nobody's safe. I feel like none of us are safe. You know, we're all just basically just sitting ducks, you know, waiting for something, you know, Korea to strike. In 2018, I mean, it ain't looking too hot right now. And like, especially in my life, like 2018 is just like taking a toll on me already, and we are not even out of January, and it's like, man, really 2018, really? I'm over here like, seriously? Like, oh my goodness. You know, that's why, I mean, usually, I mean, I try to make sure I do at least a video or two or more a week. But lately, I don't know. I don't think it's me lacking motivation. It's just me being like, I'm just dealing with stuff in my own personal life, so I don't want to get into too much of that. But I just want to come on here and talk about that. I'm going to play this video clip, and I'm going to come back and talk a little bit more and end my video.
There was, and you may have heard this, an erroneous alert that went out via text message and social media, which warned to take cover because of an imminent missile strike. Again, we are being told that that was sent by error. In other words, there was a test going on, but it went out. It was never meant to go out publicly. Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard tweeted this out moments ago. Hawaii, this is a false alarm. There is no incoming missile to Hawaii. I have confirmed with officials there that no missile is incoming. To talk more about this, I want to bring in CNN national security analyst Julia Kayyem. What do we know about how this all came about, Julia? It would be terrifying.
Well, I know it is. Every emergency management agency is constantly testing their systems, in particular systems of communication, and more specifically, the use of social media to get information out. Think of an evacuation or a blizzard warning or whatever else. So they have to test these systems based on, how fast they can do it, what areas do they want to tell. Thankfully, this test was just that, a test. And so the odd thing is normally these go out with, either, this is a test, or, this is we're just testing the systems, rather than the text that did go out to a lot of people. It was quickly corrected, but it does tell you in this day and age how quickly the mistake gets spread and how hard it is to sort of put the genie back in the bottle.
Right, and of course, as we know, with the tensions that have been with North Korea,
right,
the vulnerability of Hawaii, where it sits out in the middle of the Pacific, there is reason that people would not just sort of brush this off.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and this is the equally troublesome aspect of this is, the good news is, let me just say this, is that it wasn't a hack. I mean, for a few minutes, I thought it might have been a hack, and that to me would be very terrifying, because it could mean that an outside source was trying to sort of manipulate U.S. government communications, which would then trigger a response. So that is at least a good news, and we have to make sure that those systems of alert are protected from outside. But obviously, given the threat that Hawaii feels like it's in, that the United States feels like it's in, a mistake like this is, I don't want to say it's unforgivable, but boy, we better learn from it, because we have to test the systems, but we also have to have the public have confidence in the systems of communication. And if there's a mistake like this, what if the next one says tsunami warning because there's been an earthquake, and people go, oh, it's another test, it's another mistake. So really important for people to have confidence in these systems, and this is a mistake and backward sliding in that regard.
Julia, did this in any way trigger the emergency broadcasting system? That tone that we're all so familiar with when they say this is just a test. Did that go up?
No, it didn't. So people, and this is how people who were following in real time, like me, sort of knew that it was probably a mistake, was that the television systems, which are on a different system, from the social media platforms, were the TV stations were showing games and football and whatever else. So that was the first hint that this was a mistake. They're on different platforms for a variety of reasons. They're actually owned by different entities, and of course are overseen by different government regulators. So.
Okay, so there you have it. My final thoughts on this whole situation is that it's completely nuts. This whole situation is completely nuts, completely crazy. All of Hawaii was in a state of panic. Personally, I want to know. I want to know who was behind this. They said that it wasn't supposed to go out publicly, yet it said, this is not a drill, and it was in the form of, an emergency alert message, as if it was like an Amber Alert or something. So the FCC is looking into it, and hopefully we get some answers soon, because, if this keeps happening, Hawaii it's going to be like the boy who cried wolf. Hawaii is going to be, they're gonna keep getting alerts like this, and then they're gonna be like, whatever. And then when the BS really hits the fan, no one's gonna be prepared. No one's gonna be none the wiser to none of this stuff. And I feel like that's the plan. If you really think about it, if they keep doing things like this, they're it's almost like desensitizing Hawaii. And Hawaii's just the start. And that's what I fear the most. I fear that when it really hits the fan, and when it really matters, no one is going to think nothing of it. Everybody's going to be like, oh, it's just another false alarm. Just like the lady was saying in the CNN report. Tell me what you guys think down below. Yeah, just tell me what you guys think about it. If you like this video, please go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe. It helps your girl out. And I will see you guys in my next video.